Hey guys, welcome back. Today I have an exciting thing to share with you. Mr. Brent's going to be with us and he's going to help me take care of our Berkey. We're going to put new filters on and a new spout, and he's going to show us how that's done, and I'm excited to share that with you. This video is not sponsored by BERKEY. It's just me sharing with you what we prefer, our preference for water filtration, and how to provide our family with a safe water supply. We love our BERKEY, and I just wanted to share that with you all. Let's check it out and watch Brent put the new filters in the BERKEY. I'll talk to you in a little bit. Hey guys, look at our adventure today. That's my BERKEY. That's the filtration top part of the BERKEY. We're going to put a new spout on the BERKEY, and we're going to replace these filters with new filters. So I just thought I would let you have a real quick look at this. This box, this is where our new filters are actually in this box, the purification element. And the box tells all about what this filter does. It eliminates 99.9% of almost everything, I think. Go on the website berkey.com and read for yourself what all the BERKEY will eliminate from your water supply. We like it. We've had our BERKEY now for 12 years, and if something happened to this BERKEY, I would buy another BERKEY. We have I'm not sure what it's called now. At the time, this was the biggest one they had, or so I thought. I think this will filter, is it 2 gallons or 2.5 gallons in an hour?
2.5, I believe.
2.5 gallons in an hour. Mr. Brent is with us today. He's going to help me do the filters because he's always the one that does that. So I've asked him if he will help me. I've scrubbed this. I've taken it apart and scrubbed it with a new scrubby. So it's clean and dry and ready to go. Our new spout is here, and here's our new filters. Okay, so I guess we'll get started. So should we put the new spout on first? I got
when we put the filters on, when we let water run through, we want to let the water run out and flush.
Okay, do we let it run out into the BERKEY and then dump it, or do we?
No, we let it run through the spigot.
Through the spigot? So we do let it run into the bottom reservoir, and then do we dump the first filtered water? We dump that out. Right, I remember that. It comes with a black plastic spout, which does fine. We've had ours for 12 years, and I replaced it one time because it got to where it was dripping. But this, I thought, looked like it would last even longer, be a little more sturdy. So we'll see. But we're going to put that on. Brent's going to put that on here. Then we'll do the filters.
You should wash your hands before you handle
these
things.
And on my counter behind us is still things I need to put away from my grocery haul yesterday. But I cleaned our area on the table, and I've cleaned the sink area where we'll be washing and filtering, because this is our water supply, guys. We want it to be nice and clean. These filters I've had for a long time, and they still look fine, but it's been long enough that every so often we change them. What I do from time to time is I will remove them, and I will take a brand new little plastic scrubby, no soap, just the scrubby and cool water, and just give them a good scrub and rinse them really well. And then Brent primes them, and we put them back in. That just keeps your water flowing free. And with the BERKEY, how I can tell when it's time for new filters or time for a cleaning is the water as it filters through. Like today when we do this, we'll hear a drip, 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 drip. But as it gets dirty or more clogged or more in need of a cleaning or whatever, the dripping, it takes forever. It filters things slower and slower. So that's how I know it's time to either scrub them or replace them. And we have opted to replace. And in order to, as part of our prepping to ensure a good water supply, we had 2 sets of filters, and now we're using one, so we still have an extra set of 2. You can use 4 filters in this. If you were to filter pond water or rainwater, you would want to use probably the 4 filters. We just filter our city water through, so we only use 2, and that's perfectly acceptable. So to replace the spout, you just poke the spout through the hole, and then there's a washer and a wing nut that you tighten. Brent is tightening on the inside. I don't know.
It's a hex nut.
A hex nut. You just tighten that, and there's like a rubber gasket on the front.
And the back.
And in the back as well. That keeps it from leaking. There you can see pretty good what he's doing on the inside. Water is very important, guys. Very important part of our prepping. And it doesn't take an SHTF situation to need water. The city where Brent works, a couple of years ago, they had a water main broke, and they had several, 2 or 3, right within a short period of time. The city was without water. So we always need to be prepared to supply our family and loved ones with good, clean, safe water.
Okay, I've got that on nice and tight. It could be that I need to tighten it a little more, but I don't want to overdo it.
Okay.
So, okay.
So here's our purification elements. They come with a nice set of instructions. Their instructions are very easy to understand, don't you think, Brent?
Mm-hmm.
And they're wrapped in bubble wrap. Yay for bubble wrap. Do you unwrap them just at the sink, or? And then this little doodad here is very important. This is what you use to prime the elements to get them ready for filtering.
You must prime it, or else you won't get good filtration rate.
Right.
Because these are extremely small micropores. It's small enough to filter out a virus, which must be seen with an electron microscope. And this system is a lifesaver in an emergency, but it's also a lifesaver in that you're getting good, pure water. It is able to filter out runoff contaminants. They get into our water system. It filters out bacteria, of course, and chemicals. And so, you know, it doesn't matter how much food you have. If you don't have water in a crisis, you're going to be in trouble. And so the most single important thing to sustain life is safe water to drink.
Yeah, that's right.
So this is what will retain the filters in the filtration unit. This is a wing nut here.
Okay, and that screws onto the bottom of the filter.
Yeah.
This sits through the hole in the tank, and then the wing nut will screw on here. And this is upside down, by the way. This goes like that. Another thing I like about this, we've never actually used this benefit of the BERKEY, but if we would need to bug out or hit the road, this nests inside. The 2 components nest together, and you can just, and the lid is, it's in the drainer actually, and this is how much space it would actually take up. So it would be easy to grab it and go as well. So
these are units also that can be used in disaster relief, probably FEMA, but also missionaries who go into countries to carry the gospel, to have safe water in certain parts. And so Red Cross and mission societies use BERKEYs, is my understanding, to provide safe water for those who are doing the Lord's work in the mission fields.
Also, I remember being told when that huge earthquake hit Haiti, the Red Cross workers, they took BERKEYs to Haiti for water to help with people down there. So, all right.
We operate normally with 2 filters. After you use a BERKEY, I can tell you, you won't want to drink coffee from your tap water, or iced tea or lemonade with water from your tap, because it will not taste
funny.
the same.
Yeah, it does.
And so once you get a taste for water that's gone through the BERKEY filter, it's pure water. And so even your bottled water isn't as good as what comes through this.
Yeah, we love our Berkey, that's for sure. Okay, you have put this on the filter. This is going to help us prime it, right?
You just set it on there and push it down, and it helps form a seal.
I'll take you over to the sink when Brent does that. Okay, we ready? Okay, I will follow you.
And so you just grab it between a couple of fingers, whichever ones you want. And you hold it up against.
Make sure the water's cold when you, because I just did dishes to make sure everything was clean over there.
Yeah, you want to use cold water.
Always fill your Berkey with cold water or room temperature water. Don't ever use warm or hot water.
Okay, so
now tell them what they're going to expect to see.
Okay, so you're going to form a seal, and you're going to let water run in, and then you're going to see water sweat through the pores.
Right, okay.
Okay, so you don't turn on high speed, you just turn on.
And it does take a little bit, I remember.
We aren't sweating yet.
Do you have it at a good enough stream? Are you supposed to touch it?
I've washed my hands.
It's dripping over the top. Does that mean it's... Oh, here it comes.
Yes, it's
here
starting
comes
to
the
sweat.
droplets, yes.
So
and
we
you
let
that go all the way down, right?
Yeah.
The whole filter needs to...
The whole filter needs to sweat.
You make that look so easy, and I'm always afraid to do it. There's my old spout, guys. I took it off when I washed it up. I left it on the counter over there. Okay. Good deal.
Okay.
All right. Now, what do we do? Do we go ahead and screw that in, or do we...
Yeah.
Because you don't want it to touch anything, because it's... Okay, let me get you the component here.
Take this off.
Okay. Can you... I'm literally holding it by a wing nut. Okay, now let me get back up so I can...
Did you put a new filter on?
Huh?
Oh, that's the filter that came with, okay.
What filter?
Not filter, but gasket.
You took those off. I haven't done anything other than scrub it. Where's your wing nut that you need to screw it on?
On the table.
On the table. Oh, I found it. Here you go. Oh, there you go. It's super easy to do. Now you want that on pretty tight.
Yeah, you want everything tight. Just don't.
That forces the water through the filter itself instead of through a little loose joint, and then you get contamination. So
you just don't want to strip the threads.
Right. Just a nice snug seal.
Right.
Good job.
Okay. All right. So. Do not throw this away when you're,
Hang on, let me show.
when you're
Say that
finished.
again.
Do not throw this away when you're finished. You'll need it again when you clean your filters and need to reprime them.
Yeah. Because I believe that I did that one time, didn't I?
Yes, you did.
Yes, that sounds about right, doesn't it? I always learn things the hard way.
Oops.
Okay, this is our second filter. I just wanted to show you all how easy the maintenance is on your Berkey. Doesn't take a lot of time or effort. The filters seem expensive. I think a set of two cost, it was $110. What did we pay for two filters? Do you remember?
I don't remember.
Just a little over $100 for two filters, and that seems expensive, but when you consider how long has it been since we've had to change filters?
Probably 5 years.
Yeah, so over the course of 5 years, that's not super expensive.
The benefits
Far
easily
outweigh,
justify.
Yeah. And this gives you great filtered water with no electricity. Oh, it's starting to sweat, yes. Yeah, it's just amazing to me how that works and how it works so well. Thank you for doing this with me today.
Sure.
There's my grocery haul that hasn't been put away yet. I got most of it put away, but Sundays are busy days. We went to church this morning, then we went to Lowe's and got some plants for outside. Brent drilled some holes and placed some large hooks. So I have 3 large ferns. 2 large ferns are hanging, and one we have in a stand on the porch, on the front porch. So we've been busy this afternoon. But tomorrow's Monday. That will be laundry day and putting all my groceries away. Okay, so that's that. Berkey is ready to go. Now we will fill this up. We will pour water through the top. We'll show you how we do that. We will fill it up. That's our Berkey jar, great big half-gallon jar. We fill the Berkey up, and then we will dispose of the first filter, and that will take over an hour. So I probably see where the 2 white circles are. Those can be removed in 2 more. That's where 2 other filters could go, and we choose not to do that while we're just filtering our city water. The place we purchased our Berkey assured us that 2 filters would do a good job for our purpose, for what our purpose is. And you only pour cold or room temperature water through the filters.
You want to completely cover the filters too.
Yes. Also, it said in the instructions that the first time you filter this water that we're going to discard, it's not unusual to see some little tiny black particles in the water that filters. It will look almost like pepper, like ground pepper. Not a lot, but you'll see a few. You remember that, Brent? We did one time because I was alarmed, and it's fine. Just part of the
as you use it, it will
process, yeah. Alrighty, and there's our Berkey. And all of that water should filter through in about an hour. And then we will discard it. Can you hear it kind of trickling instead of drip, drip, drip? Yeah, that's great. Okay, good job. Thanks, Brent. Oh, the lid, let's put the lid on. I don't want anything in there. Yeah. All right. Okay, guys, I will let you go. Hope you enjoyed our Berkey demonstration, and I will talk to you later. Thanks for watching.